Hello everyone, how are y'all doing today? Hello. Hope you all are doing good. Hold on, let me make sure I got everything. What happened to our backgrounds? Like, you can't read the chat box at all on the bottom left. I used to have a little background there. AC chair? No, not the chair. Is it in the main viewer? Okay, the main viewer has the background. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna be in the main viewer. Don't we have anything new to say other than, hello? Unless your Kickstarter's been going really well. I really hope we hit that last, oh goodness, really hope we hit that last, the next stretch goal, or we can hire someone else to work on the show. That'd be really nice. But, as for what we're working on today, that would be Nightmare Kart, the new snow castle level, which is fully raceable. Very excited about that. You know, 'tis the season, I guess. During the summer we worked on the beach level, and now it's fall and soon to be winter. So now we're going to be working on the snow level. So the snow level is fully raceable. You can drivable, I should say. It's not raceable yet. There's no you know, enemy NPC navigation. I can't use the abbreviation that starts with the letter A and ends with the letter I anymore, so we'll just call them NPC racers. They do not have their navigation system set up, so I believe if we just start with NPC racers, they kind of just like drive up the street, these stairs, and then just fall off the cliff and die. So that's cool. But you can race through the whole thing. There is a whole connected circuit. You can go from the starting line to the finish line, which is the same thing. So to start, we are going to I'm going to ask chat how the volume is. Can you hear the music at all? Let's jump into the actual game, and we'll see how the game volume is versus the oops. Let's put the start at the right spot. Okie dokie. You hear the piano? This is not a good song for streaming. Oh god, I forgot how much everything slows down. Yeah, my computer is very unhappy today. Let's see. You know, my computer, oh god, look at that. Yeah, my computer is usually very unhappy when I have all my stream shit open, but for some reason today is exceptionally unhappy. We are struggling to stay above 20 FPS. Look at this. I'm just standing here. I stream, but it's true. So this is gonna be a little scrungly. This is gonna be a scrungle stream. Look at this. Oh, this is awful. What can we do to get some overhead back? Clooney, hello! Hi, everyone. Yeah, look at for reference, all of these lines right here should be below this red line. And we're just standing here. Everything's good except for this this purple line right here at the very bottom. This is our graphics overhead. Obviously, we're doing PS1 graphics with the most simplistic shaders ever conceived. So we're doing fucking great in terms of graphics. But It looks like our everything else is my computer on fire? I mean, I am running like a VTuber and like, you know, which requires my webcam, and I have a mic plugged in to a streaming thing, which is doing a stream, and we have YouTube open in the background. That's probably not good. Let me close all these. Let me close Google Docs and the Kickstarter. Cooney, it's snowing there? I'm so fucking jealous. Chat. Okay, chat, I'm gonna turn off the VTuber. I'm gonna see if it gives us our performance back. You got to frolic in the snow? I'm so fucking jealous. Wow. Would you look at that? I turned off my VTuber and our FPS is suddenly working just fine. God, it really is that fucking, it is that fucking VTuber. That is hilarious. Look at how smooth our game's running. Can I like, oh golly, chat, okay, we have the PNG tuber, I can switch to PNG tuber, I guess. I forget how to plug that in. Also, why is all this shit up here? What is this? Go away. Sorry, we're doing this live, motherfucker. Oh shoot. What's our... Bunleth is eating all the RAM, it's true. How do I plug in the fucking VTuber shit? Ugh. Oh, chat. Sorry, the PNG tuber. Oh, chat. We're figuring this out. It's gonna be awesome. Probably. What's the PNG tuber thing website called again? Oh, good golly gee willikers. I don't remember. Fugi something? How do you, oh, chat. I forget how to do this shit. I don't want to buy premium. I hate everything. Oh, right, you need to like join us. Okay, right. I'm remembering why I don't like this anymore. Oh, there we go. Okay, I mean, obviously that's me and phobia. The lines are flat again. Oh, sorry. Sorry, chat. When I am clicked off of the screen, we get a massive, like when I click off of the game, like the performance will tank, as you can see. Like look at our performance lines right here. As soon as we click this, everything will just shoot to the top. Don't worry, that's fine. Let me find. I feel so bad, but I guess I should crop. I should crop phobia out of the finish. I feel so bad. I feel terrible for what I'm about to do. Everyone say goodbye to Phobia's bunny. Alright, add model. Excuse me. Alright. Okay. I think There she is. She is tiny and in the corner. Let's make her large. There we go. Cover up the activate windows icon. Okay, I think we're freaking good. So you don't feed RAM to your bunnies? Nah, absolutely. Hey, you know what? Whatever to give us our 30 FPS, right? Now, we're still kind of spiking kind of bad though. Windows. Bunny delete. Okay. But now we can actually race through this level. So we're gonna do that now. Alright, so we start here. Go up here. We'll do 2 laps so I can show you the intended route and then the shortcuts and stuff. Do you turn off image and text generation? Did I turn off image and text generation? Fuck! I mean, oh no! Whoopsie! You got to mark placeholders. Yeah. Go up here, we go over the bridge, we're going along the wall, there's some scaffolding here. I use a bunch of scaffolding. That's a fun way to add a bunch of interesting flavors to this castle level. Break through the temp window. Go through a little more of the wall on the scaffolding. Here we go. Now we go boost onto the roof. Another roof, more castle wall, ramp off into the outside of the castle. So now we're out in the wilderness again. And we're back at the start. So that's it so far. Now we're gonna do a second one. So this is the shortcuts. Here's the snow clods. The snow clods will slow your cart down, depending on your weight. So this is a very heavy bike, so we can bump through the snow clods without barely any pushback. But a cart with very low weight will struggle to bump through that. So, you know, the weight is a value in base Nightmare Kart that's basically a dummy stat. It barely does anything. Outside of dictate who gets bounced off when you collide with another cart. So it doesn't really mean much. So like in the DLC, I really want to have weight have more use in the DLC. There we go. Oh, I forgot to show the other shortcut. So there's 2 shortcuts. I guess this is technically a shortcut, driving along the middle. There's 3 shortcuts. Ugh. This one I still need to work on. Just a reminder, no suggestions or backseating or anything. This is unfinished, but you can ramp off this and then ride along that spire. Obviously it's super awkward right now. I will improve it, don't worry. You can also shoot the snow clods, so if you are a lighter cart, you can still get through them, no problem. And of course, you know, if you destroy the snow clods, if a heavy cart if the heavy cart destroys the snow clods, then, you know, obviously the path has been open, so now all the lighter carts can, you know, go through that gap that the heavy cart left behind. You know, there is like a minor, I wouldn't call it a shortcut, but there's like a minor, like optimized path if you go through this really narrow part behind that scaffolding. And then of course there is this upper level up here. If you take that turn the correct way. Oh, but I fucked it up. So can I actually drive up here now? I don't think I can. So I guess we're going through the whole level again. Yeah, let the big ones do the heavy lifting. I grew up with very asymmetrical kart racers, primarily MotorStorm, which, like, you know, the whole thing was like, oh, there's the super tiny motorcycle, and then you can drive a fucking, like, you know, like a fucking truck, or like a monster truck, or a you know, like an actual like big rig truck, or it could be a little motorcycle. And that game was all about, like, you know, very asymmetrical. Now obviously Nightmare Kart will be nowhere near that ambitious in terms of asymmetry, but I do like that idea a lot, and that's what I grew up with. Yeah, basically MotorStorm was like, there are parts of the track that are literally too small for your big rigs truck to drive through, right? So that's what the motorcycle's for. And also, like, you know, the big open areas with big, like, muddy tracks, the bigger karts can go through no problem. But the motorcycles, the very small karts, will slip out, right? So that's like the extreme version of asymmetrical racing, and I'm making a much lighter version. This is a tiny indie game. Anyways, here's a shortcut. You know, you go through that little window and jump through that scaffolding. But yeah, okay. We've done 3 laps now. But yeah, this is the level of this track right now. It feels good. I am feeling good about it. Now I want to put the last part, I think, is the most unfinished, but what I want to do, the design of this track isn't finished yet, so I can't do, oh my goodness, excuse me, I can't do NPC navigation just yet. So, because the track isn't locked in, I have not locked in the design. Obviously, this shortcut here, where you go off this ramp and land on the outside of this spire and then jump off. This does not work right now. Now, of course, like, you know, the actual level stuff, like, you know, this is just a floating roof. There's no, like, walls or anything. But like that, like, if I put walls here, that's not gonna affect how the level plays out. So I want to lock in the actual road, drivable areas before I focus on, you know, prettying the level up, right? Anyways, Bunlith has been a secret unlockable character since the launch of this game, like, months ago. I'm not sure why people ask me if Bunlith is raceable. That is one simple Google search away. She has been raceable since launch. You know what? I think I can play as Bunlith. I'll play as Bunlith, so then people won't ask, when will Bunlith be raceable? Because Bunlith has been raceable from the start. I don't know why people assume she isn't raceable. My entire fan base shares a single brain cell? I guess that makes sense. I think my favorite single brain cell bit was in that Rise Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. Look, there she is. Anyways, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon where they ask their literally have like a little angel on their shoulder, but like, you know, it's like a thought bubble. He like pops up in a thought bubble and he gives them advice. And they do one bit where one of them asks him for advice and he's facing the other way and he turns around and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I was giving another one of the turtles advice. Sorry, I was a bit busy there." What do you need? I just thought that was the funniest shit. Anyways, yeah, there's Bunla. She has a shotgun. Look at her go. She's even wearing her racing goggles. Anyways, alright, so let's actually start. What are we, 25 minutes in? Let's actually do some game development now. So I think the first thing we need to do is add the enemies. We are actually missing an enemy. Not missing an enemy, but the enemy has not been developed yet. So yeah, I guess we are missing technically the enemy. And that is, there are two enemies in this level. The first one is, of course, everyone's favorite, Harpy. So I think I originally had 10 Harpies and then I removed them. So let's do like 4 here, and then I guess we'll have some Harpies on the outside as well. We'll put them up here. So when you go through this big jump from the inside of the castle to the outside, you'll fly through a flock of Harpies. This is the first flying enemy. True flight. Not like they're playing a flying animation while their capsule is still running around along the ground. This is true flight. And this is the first true flight enemy I believe I have ever designed, at least in a shipped game. I did a lot of game jams when I was younger and in college, and I thought that was, you know, back when I was naive and didn't view them as a way to, you know, onboard, good intention or not, onboard students into a horrible culture of crunch and working too hard. My opinions on game jams have changed quite significantly, but back when I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and thought I was gonna go into the industry and change the world, I did a lot of game jams, and I think I made a flying enemy in one of those. Let me make this bigger. Why is this so small? I am now, of course, older and more world-weary. Anyways. But yeah, giant tangent aside, I believe this is my first full flying enemy in like a final shipped game. Look, I like game jams too, and I know I'm not gonna pretend that like game jams are like some crazy conspiracy by like video game CEOs to trick students into thinking crunch is okay. But you can't deny it is eerily similar to crunch culture and is something that a lot of students do. And I have definitely heard, like, when I was in the industry, I have definitely heard the phrase, quote, "It'll be like a game jam." And you know, do you see, like, do you see what I mean? You know, like, that just makes me a little, makes me a little uncomfortable. True flight, like Ace Combat, right? Exactly. You know, like, there's a point where intent doesn't really matter. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just a jaded old bunny rabbit. I don't know. I have takes. I know once the pandemic hit, game jams, sorry, after the pandemic hit, game jams have been very, sorry, I'm adding power-ups to the track. If we're gonna have enemies that fight us, we're gonna need power-ups to fight back. But yeah, I've definitely, yeah, before the pandemic, I wanna say game jams were very different. game jams nowadays usually tend to be online, and you know, the time window is like a month or like a week. I don't know if they still do these anymore, but back in my day, I can say that now. My goodness, I'm an old bunny rabbit. Back in my day, game jams were usually, once again, this is not a guarantee. I'm sure there are still in-person game jams, and I'm sure back then they were online game jams, but they used to be like, they would lock you into like a not unlock you, but you know, they put you in a room, like you know, like a classroom, and you were there for 48 hours and you didn't sleep. And like, that was what I did. I don't really know the culture these days. I'm not a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed student. I am an old, jaded bunny rabbit. So, in the defense of game jams these days, they are a lot less intense than they used to be. If I am correctly, you know, presuming what is happening there. I don't know, I don't do game jams anymore, but it seems like 99% of game jams are just online and you have a much longer extended lifetime timeline. So maybe I'm just yelling at a cloud. Maybe I'm angry at a thing that doesn't exist anymore. Who knows? Who knows these days? Maybe I'm just yelling at ghosts. Kibby says, if it makes some people happy to participate in them, that's their prerogative. I feel like there's a little more nuance there. Like, you can say that about crunch. Like, if they like being crunched, you know, if they want, you know, if they just want to say it's their passion or whatever, I guess that's fine. I guess crunch can be fine. Like, I can't agree with that. I don't know. I don't really like that statement, kind of in general, you know. Oof, it's getting kind of hot. I should take my my flannel off. Okay. I'm not going to say, and I have never said during this entire take that I'm doing, that game jams are bad and do nothing but promote crunch. I will never say that. I think game jams are a really good way for people to get practical experience. I don't, in a way that, you know, it like turns it into a homework assignment. You know, it turns it into an assignment, and you are usually connected with other like-minded people. So you are more motivated to work on a thing as opposed to just downloading an engine and starting just learning on your own. Like, I understand that isn't always an option, but, you know, a lot of us have difficulties with motivation, and like turning it into a project where you are connected with other people like, will set you up to, you know, get motivated and to work on your thing. And I do think that's a beautiful thing. I do think, oh, is my, oh, where's my chat box? Oh, my chat box, where's my, what the fuck? What's my chat box doing up here? What happened? Sorry, what? Where's my... Anyways, Lazy Lucy, thank you so much for the subscription. I don't know what happened to my, my alert box. It's over here? Why is it send to top? Yeah, OBS scene tour. Yeah, sorry. What happened? Why is everything's been shoved to the top right? Where's my unregistered hypercam? Why is everything ruins? Hold on, chat. It's kind of turned into a train wreck here. I'm so sorry. Damn you, Unity? What did Unity do? Okay. How do you send the layer to the back? I think my screen capture is in front of everything. But I don't know how to send the layer back. Filters? Properties? Oh, good golly gee willikers. What if I just remove... Oh. See, monitor screen capture? Ah! What the fuck? Why? What is that? Why is my mic so huge? Why is there a mic? What? Okay, we're gonna delete that. Oh, would you look at that? There's my chat box. And there's the gradient in the background. And the final boss. Hello. And there's a chair up here. We're gonna delete our chair. It's very cool. What the heck was that? Good golly gee willikers. Okay, I think we're good. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, okay, yeah. Basically, long story short, I do believe there is a bit of nuance to the conversation about game jams. I don't think they are in... There is a discussion to be had, and that's you know, and that is a discussion that I cannot have right now while I'm working on a video game and talking to chat. But I just can't deny the parallels of a game jam and crunch. But I will also admit that it is less of an issue than it used to be. This music is from Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, aka the kind of the best one, the best modern one, anyways. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. It's fucking huge, Jesus. Iris, thank you so much for gifting one tier 1 sub to Form. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry, my VTuber isn't working right now. Minish Cap Erasure. I don't know. Does Game Boy Advance count as a modern Zelda? Why don't you get back to me after you're done spending a half hour fusing fucking kinstones? Sorry, that was mean. That was mean. I'm a kinstone hater. Tears of the Kingdom, I didn't like, kind of at all. I'm sorry. Don't cancel me. I did not like Tears of the Kingdom, like, at all. I still need to finish it. Be mean. Bunlith Kart Double Dash. Oh, don't you even. Yeah, Bunlith Cinematic Universe. We'll have the main character Arcus, and in Nightmare Kart we'll have Bunlith, and I think that's it. Have I made anything else? I don't think so. We're not allowed to like games, popular or otherwise. No, I don't know. Bunlith crossover fighter, I love that. How much would it be to get a PSO model for you? I don't have commissions open right now, I'm sorry. Oh, shit. I need to do a thing where the harpies can't enter interiors. I don't want to be able to kite harpies inside. Yeah, the girls. Yeah, we should definitely have harpies out here. Where'd our harpies go? I don't think I gave them patrol points. I think that's what the issue was. Ow. All these songs are from Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds. Driving looks smooth. Thank you. Thank you. Gua gua. Okay, so we don't have that many harpies to pass to pass around. So we're gonna grab one here. Here. That is 9. Okay, so we can afford my budget is 10 harpies. So we're gonna grab this harpy here. You get a kiss to harpies? No, but you can play as a harpy. As a fodder racer. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a fodder racer. Okay, yeah, so we need to set, I think we need to set, I believe, patrol routes. Really need a harpy up here as well. Looking at my wallet to find my budget of 10 harpies. I want to have like a nest up here on the roof. You know, like a harpy nest. I guess you'd go over here. Okay, let me have, okay, we're gonna have 2 harpies out here and then one kind of further out. Okay, yeah, we just need to drop random points for them to fly between. I don't know if they work without patrol points. I don't know. Who programmed this game? She sounds like a hack. How are we doing volume-wise? Am I like being drowned out? I think it was maybe too loud. Sound good? Okay, cool. Okay, and then these harpies. I'm gonna have these harpies fly between. There's kind of like two parts of the track, outside track, because there's like an outside part here, and then you're in these towers with this bridge, and then there's another outside part here. So I'm kind of gonna have fly between all these areas, for sure, for real. And then of course there's this outside area here, the entrance. Okay, you go up here. You go up here. We can have you fly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we fly kind of out of the castle. So this harpy will kind of just hang out in this area, and it's worth noting that all these enemies will respawn every lap. I think it's when the last I forget what player. I think it's either first place or last place. When they cross the finish line, it respawns the enemies. Okay, that's all of them. They all have patrol points now. So if we turn this... There they go. Are you stuck? I thought I taught you to fly over things. The fuck? Sorry about that, everyone. That was my doorbell, and that is a New York style doorbell, and the person clearly has not been here because they just held the button down for like a solid, what was that, like 10-15 seconds, basically causing the entire apartment to be filled with a screaming noise for 15 seconds. That was awful. I'm just happy I had headphones on. I would have been, my PTSD would have been triggered. I would have been thrown through the fucking ceiling if I was right next to it. Never heard of those types of doorbells before? Well, they are different depending on what part of the region you're from. That wasn't a ding dong ditch. That was mail. That was a person who seems to have a lot of experience with delivering stuff. No, literally. Okay, anyways. Yeah, it looks like something's wrong with my navigation. But yeah, they're flying around. I don't want to spend this entire stream debugging harpies. So like, yeah, for some reason they aren't flying over obstacles very well. So I'll have to look into that. But yeah, look at them go. They're doing good enough that they are flying around. They're not like glitching through geometry. They're kind of like hitting walls and shit. But like, look at them go. I'm really proud of these ladies. My children. I have a harpy cam. If I can click on him. You can see it down here on the... Well, you can't see on the bottom right. There, right there, harpy cam. I am a mother of monsters. This is Unreal Engine. Unregistered harpy cam? That is so funny. You're so fucking funny. That is so funny, and you know what? I mean it. Some people hear me say it like that, and they think I'm being insincere, but I'm being very sincere. That is very funny. You are fucking hilarious, and I know it still sounds like I'm being ironic because I have a problem with tone, but trust me, I am not being ironic. You are fucking hilarious, and that was very good. That was very funny. Sometimes where my tone sounds sarcastic. Yeah, I am terrified of that all the time now. Right, so I should have like invisible walls so the harpies can't follow you inside. It's okay we have autism? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad you'll get it. I hear them. Yeah, I think something like you can see him trying to get to me. Oh, there's one. Oh, God, using the harpies as boosts for your melee weapon. Pretty sick. Also probably a very good way to get out of bounds. I find it a little strange how game devs invent threats to hurt the characters we love. Wasn't there discourse about Frankenstein? About how, like, about how the Dr. Frankenstein was being too mean to the creature. You know, you kind of need obstacles for a story to happen, right? You know, that writing prompt, what does your character want and why can't they have it? Right? If Frankenstein was nice to the creature, there'd be no movie. The creature. I believe he is credited as the creature. He is the creature. Which I just find so funny. Like yeah, it's Frankenstein and the creature. It's not Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. It's Frankenstein and the creature. Which I just think is really funny. It just hits me on some form of like Zoomer humor level. The creature. Like, if you look up the... I wish I knew the actor's name off the top of my head. Incredible performance. If I could look up the actor's name on, like, IMDb, it would be actor's name as the creature. Frankenstein's creature! Why is that so funny? Why is Frankenstein's creature so funny? Does my brain have that many holes in it that just the term Frankenstein's creature makes me laugh? I don't know. Yeah, someone please fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure he's credited as the creature. Okay, yeah, just not enough harpies. And granted, I have killed a few of them. Holes in your brains just means more surface area for intelligence. I don't think I don't think that's how brains work. Okay, we have a confirmation. He is credited as the creature. He's not a monster. I think that was intentional, right? Like, you know, they were like, we don't want him to be the monster. He's not a monster, right? That's kind of the whole point of that story. Well, okay, maybe not. I haven't read the original story, just the adaptations. And I know the adaptations take a lot of creative liberties. But I think the intent is that people mistake him for a monster, but he isn't. So, like, I get it. He's Frankenstein's creature. But that's just funny. They should have called him Frankenstein's little guy. I like that. Friends to animals. Little guy. Jacob Eldori. That's his name. Jacob Eldori as the creature. That's how he's credited. Why is that so funny? What? Elordi. Sorry, they typoed it in the chat, okay? Okay, they typed out Eldori. That's not my fault. It's chat's fault. Elordi. What? Don't look at me like that. Stop it. Okay, let us stop being distracted by the creature. And actually get this shortcut working. La creatura. The creature. Why is that, chat? Why is that so funny? Hey, see this? I'll see you later. Pixel arts. You were trying to do pixel art silver, and you were distracted by looking up the creature. I mean, silver from Sonic the Hedgehog? Like from Sonic 06? Like silver from Sonic 06? That's silver? It's no use. That guy? So I am genuinely curious. His debut. Silver's debut was in Sonic 06, right? His debut was Sonic 06. Like Silver is a Sonic 06 hedgehog. I am, and I don't mean this in a negative way. It might come off that way. I am endlessly fascinated by the Sonic community, because like I see like fan art of Silver, and I'm like, that's Sonic. I'm sure he showed up in later games, but like Sonic 06 fan art technically. I mean, I guess I don't know, I'm just fascinated. Like you'd think Silver would be. Oh fuck. Yeah, you think Silver, the character, would be like laughed out of the room of the fandom, but the Sonic fandom seems to be very, very like. I guess they're just a lot more forgiving than most other fandoms. Not that I what have I done? Now chat's just gonna be talking about Sonic for an hour. What have I done? People love the Werehog. Wasn't that's Unleashed, right? Wasn't Unleashed like good? Or at least like part of it? I remember people being like Unleashed is pretty good. Except for the Werehog parts. Yeah, psychokinesis. Yeah, I guess that'll give you points in the fandom. Bonk. Okay. Yeah, right. If the Sonic game kicked out everything introduced by a bad Sonic game, there'd be nothing left. Right, exactly. God, I wish other fandoms were as forgiving as Sonic fans. My God. Imagine like there's like I go online and I see fan art of like the Didact from Halo 4. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking about Halo and Girl the Boycott, but what's another example? Sorry, when I think of games, CS franchises that have been really rough, I can't stop thinking about Halo. Ugh. Don't make fun of Halo, it killed Halo. That's oh God. Carlos, thank you so much for the subscription. Pokemon have been really rough. God, I'm gonna show my age here. I've only played Red, when it came out on my Game Boy. So, and I've always been like, oh, I should get back into Pokemon. Maybe this game will do it. Maybe it's this game. Maybe it's Legends Arceus or whatever. Maybe Legends Arceus will get me back into it. And surprisingly, no, it's not the one I get back into. They seem kind of scuffed these days. I don't know what's going on. Right, imagine if Pokemon fans were as forgiving as Sonic fans. I don't know. I don't know the Pokemon fandom. I'm not a part of it. I need to open up. So yeah, so obviously I need to subdivide these because the PS1 effects are, you know, being way too hard. They're being a bit ridiculous. I'm just trying to fucking remember where I put my source assets. Environment, not Canehurst, mesh, Canehurst, not Canehurst source. Okay, here we go. Arceus? Arcus? I don't know. How do you pronounce that? Arceus? Not Canehurst. yeah, I've been going through, I don't know, there are a lot of people I've been seeing out there kind of like rediscovering their old consoles because, you know, everything fucking sucks these days. You know, I try so hard to give the benefit of the doubt. It's a Spire Round Large, I believe. You know, where it's like, well, it's just nostalgia, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, I install an app to turn on my lights, and I'm just like, no, I think everyone is... I think people are... Don't crash on me. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, whew! And there's been a like a movement of people like digging out their old consoles so they don't have to worry about notifications and constant distractions and pushes to in-app purchases and shit. So I pulled out my old 3DS and I was playing through Link Between Worlds, and it really does hit differently. It just duper slash blooper, hello. It just hits differently. Even like I'm gonna I don't know, just like even like just in terms of like game design, like I don't know, like I don't want a checklist. You know, I want the game to be small enough that I can hold everything in my head at once. You know, like older games, like handheld games. Like, yeah, Link Between Worlds. I fucking love that game. It's so good. Everything feels so designed. Like, intentional and designed. It isn't like, here's one puzzle. We're gonna spread it across the map 100 times for a Korok seed. One of 900. You know? You know what I mean? I don't know. And like there's 100 collectibles there's 100 collectibles in Link Between Worlds, and every 10 upgrades gives you a permanent, sizable, noticeable upgrade to an item that changes its visual design as well. You know, as opposed to needing, how many Korok seeds did you need to like expand your inventory slot by one? Just because, and I'm not trying to be like, you know, this game sucks because of fuck. But just games have gotten so big now because they have to be. So they have to spread the same amount of content across a bigger, you know, a 100+ hour runtime, and everything just feels so thin now. And I'm not trying to like shit on Zelda in particular. I don't think it's necessarily that game's problem, but like even like, you know, like Elden Ring and all these, I don't know, all these games are just, they have to be like 100+ hours. You know, like if Elden Ring just like placed all their dungeons back to back, and maybe had like 90% less running around on your horse, I feel like I would have finished that game. Then again, I didn't play a lot of it, so I don't really have any legs to make to talk about Elden Ring that much. Yeah, going back to the right, smaller, shorter games with worse graphics or whatever. I love the Elden Ring dungeons. I just wish I don't know. What took my legs? I haven't not played enough Elden Ring to be able to have an opinion on it in this day and age. An informed opinion, I should say. Do you take the original console's hardware limitations when making a retro game? I used to. Excuse me. Bloodborne PSX, absolutely. Nightmare Kart? Mm-mm. This game's draw distance alone is way too big for this fidelity, right? So like, yeah, Nightmare Kart, I definitely loosened the limitations by quite a bit. because I just wanted to make a fun racing game. This was like a meme game, right, originally. So this game was a meme. And excuse me. So I'm making a jump here. And because of that, I kind of there were less limitations that I cared less, I guess I should say. I was being a lazy dev. But be quiet. The original Bloodborne PSX, I absolutely took a lot more seriously in terms of limitation. Obviously, it wasn't perfect, right? I was still eyeballing it. Yeah, I was lazy Devin Duper. Duper, is that you? Is that you or is that Blooper? Both names are on your account. It's you. Cool. My favorite kart racer, excluding myself, I would say, in terms of the one I find myself playing the most, oh god, either Raven or the Hunter. I do really like the Hunter. I know the Hunter is like the default option, but I don't know. I have a thing for silent protagonists. I don't know if you've noticed. Well, how's the level coming together? Pretty good, I'd say. I'm gonna rotate this. This little corner here is really messing me up. But yeah, to cycle back, excuse me, what's 55 minus... Okay, I don't know. Playing Tears of the Kingdom and just getting bored and bouncing off of it, which is a game that asks you to go through the same game world of a previous game, right? And just getting really bored and being like, hey, remember all those Koraks? Time to find them again. And I'm just like, okay, I'm good. And then playing that back to back with Link Between Worlds, which is also based on an existing world map, but is just so much smaller and tighter designed, and everything is considered, and every mechanic has a place in this like clockwork set of like system. Just it felt like night and day. I was having so much fun. Lukewarm on Tears. I am less than lukewarm. I am cold. I did not like Tears at all. I'm ice cool. Yeah, that feels good. That feels like a good little dangerous shortcut. Oh, I wanted to love Tears. I was like, you know, I feel like so many people... Yeah, melee weapons don't work on Harpies yet. I feel like so many people, myself included, like, you know, like at the start, like people were making memes about this. Well, like, people were like, yeah, I'm gonna spend 20 minutes building a car that is prone to falling apart and like is nowhere near as efficient as a horse. You know, like you're trying to give the mechanic a fair shake and it takes like 20 fucking minutes to like build a car, and like so many resources that you need to build that car. and it can just be completely defeats the purpose. Like, and you can just get a horse and it's better. And like, and then, you know, once you get to the meta of it, you can just build that hover bike for like 9 rocks or whatever the fuck they're called, and it just breaks the entire system in half. You know, and it's like, yeah, sure, I guess I could give myself imposed limitations to not use the hover bike. But like a game like Link Between Worlds, you don't need self-imposed limitations for it to be fun. It's just designed well. I don't know, like I really tried to like Tears of the Kingdom, but I just didn't. The massively long horizontal inventory, don't get me started on that. You know, like, Breath of the Wild was obviously made with the tablet's controller in mind, right? In their promotional footage for the fake Zelda game demonstrating the tablet, all the items were on a grid on your tablet, and you just look down and touch it. And then when they re-released Wind Waker on the tablet, on the Wii U, that's what it was called, you could do that, and they were like, yeah, we were like kind of like testing out the idea for future Zelda games. And then Breath of the Wild was being teased, and they're like, look, you have your map on the tablet, you can change your items on the tablet. And then obviously, you know, they intentionally made Breath of the Wild worse so it could play on, so it wouldn't look bad when compared to the Switch version, which didn't have a tablet screen. And and you know, that pissed me off, but like, sure, you couldn't do that on Switch, and they wanted people to buy a Switch for this game. I feel bad. I feel bitter that they made the Wii U game version worse, so it wouldn't make the Switch look bad. Sure, I'm a little bitter about that, but like from a business perspective, I guess I get it. Anyways, you know, that could be a problem that they could fix in the sequel. And guess what? They fucking didn't. You still have an inventory that is just like, oh yeah, just scroll to the right for 20 solid seconds once you've maxed out your inventory slots. Anyways, not only did they make it better, they made it worse. Yeah, because now you have to connect. Now you have the fuse ability or whatever. Echoes of Wisdom has the same crappy menu for the echoes. I didn't even get echoes. I just have lost interest in open air Zelda games. I don't know. That's too weak. 350 is too weak. 400 is too powerful. 375. Yeah, and I was like, am I just done with Zelda? Have I just outgrown Zelda, right? I'm sitting here, I'm like, none of these Zelda games, these new Zelda games, make me feel the way I used to. Maybe it's just nostalgia. Granted, I didn't play Echoes, but like, no one seemed to like it, and it didn't seem to have any, well, you know, it seemed to like it as much as the old Zelda games, and, you know, brought up a bunch of issues, and I found it weird that Zelda was a silent protagonist, and like, you know, it didn't seem to like have the sauce, and it seems like that was a right assumption. And it just seemed like I was just done with Zelda. And then, yeah, I played Link Between Worlds, and I fucking played that game for like 6 hours straight. Granted, I was on an airplane, but like, you know, I brought a whole bunch of stuff. You know, I was like, I got this, let me just grab my 3DS randomly, sure, and then, you know, I've been meaning to play it, I've been meaning to go back and play some old games, and I brought a book, and I brought like a movie, and I just sat there and I played the fucking Link Between Worlds for 6 hours, and it was like I was coming home. to risk being hyperbolic, and it just blew my freaking mind. You know, Vulpus, thank you so much for the rate of 4. So this is a Link Between Worlds. This is where this OST is coming from. Must kill capitalism until we get good games again. Now, fucking. I feel like that's what's gonna do it. You know, our little treats are starting to get sour. You know, the lengths Americans go for their little treats. The amount of like horrible things that the average American, you know, the average American, I'm not talking about any of you, that the average American will put up with just for their little treats is something that can be dissected and studied in a lab. But now our treats are starting to get sour. Like that's gonna be what does it. That's gonna be what does it in. Did I play Spirit Tracks? I fucking love Spirit Tracks. I loved that goddamn game. That was my favorite story in a Zelda game? Maybe? Another game with like very small intentional design, and it feels so good. Yeah, definitely easily the best Zelda by far. Like the character, like the princess, easy. Spirit Tracks has the best Zelda and the best chemistry and like the best characters. We go through the best arcs. I don't know. The only I feel like the only Link X Zelda ship that I believed I guess Skyward Sword as well. Skyward Sword's romantic partnership. I guess it wasn't a partnership in Spirit Tracks. It was more like a cute little cutesy friendship. Who knows? I need to play all these games again. That was my favorite one by far. That I believed. Skyward Sword was fucking good. I was a Skyward Sword defender back when I cared to do that kind of shit. The Zelda whitewashing beam. Oh, in Wind Waker. You know what? I saw. You know what? I have a lot. I have thoughts. I've been thinking about the Zelda whitewashing beam for a while. I don't know. I saw someone's take on it, which made me rethink the Zelda whitewashing beam. That whole game is about how it's very ironic existing in the current Nintendo sphere, but that game is about how trying to cling and revert to the past probably is a bad idea and that you should go towards the future. And when you view it from that perspective, and the fact that Zelda is hit with the whitewashing beam and then reverts back once they realize that trying to cling to the past is a bad idea, I think that kind of works as a criticism of that concept. The game in that moment is look, you've returned to how you should be, and it's bad. I don't think they intentionally were trying to make a commentary, you know, about the concept of whitewashing, but I do think it kind of works. Because specifically, she returns to her dark toned skin at the end of the game when they realize that clinging on to the past is a bad idea. If they didn't do that, I don't think that argument would have any legs to stand on. But she does. She gets her skin back, and that is very fascinating to think about. That might just be cope, but I think it's interesting. And I think it is worth acknowledging that yes, she does get her skin back by the end of the game. And that is seen as a heroic good thing that happens. That is the culmination of the entire game. That is at the culmination of the entire game. Is that they realize that clinging to the past and trying to force things to work like they used to is a bad idea. And that's when she gets her skin back. To be fair, they then go on an adventure and find a new continent and then call it Hyrule in the sequel. So, you know, boo-womp, but I don't know. I find that very fascinating to think about. That is an interesting discussion at the very least. Because she does get unwhitewashed. I don't know. I think that's interesting. Anyways. Okay, that looks pretty good. We're gonna have to put some rocks. Oops. That's a good way to see it. I like that interpretation. I like it too. I like it too. That really gave me pause, and not the bunny rabbit kind. Not the Bugs Bunny rabbit kind. What gives me the Bugs Bunny kind pause? My persona. Okay. Okay, so I think the next thing we need to do is give. There's a lot of quote unquote paper thin parts of the track, right? Like this. So we need to give a lot of these proper thickness. You know, do I care enough to do this? I think I do. Okay. I think this would... No. If this... Okay. What I'm going to do is put... like... an archway. Right? Okay, not that close, obviously, but I think that's what needs to be made here, is that we need like a archway here. Yeah, that's what this would be. Okay. What's our ramp made out of? Triangles and textures. Well, we don't have any archways. I'll have to make one. That's fine. I mean, okay, here we go. I'll model it. Honestly, I should probably just model this whole thing. Lance Charleston, hello. Here, let us just export this. This is the temp asset. It is time to make final assets, right? So we're gonna go ahead and model a proper archway for this. Bunny went lettuce. Lettuce, lettuce, lettuce. Yoinky Sploinky Zelda music. This music is from Legend of Zelda Link Between Worlds, Turtle Rock specifically. Okay. It's just a temp asset, don't worry. We're just using this as a guide for our proper asset that we're going to make right now. I need to replay every Zelda game. I need to replay them all and form new opinions. Some of these opinions are based on when I was a wee baby child who didn't know anything. And I feel like I should replay all of the games. So I you know, as an adult woman, and like form new opinions. Bunleth Link. You play Jack and Daxter? I've been going through that. I've kind of stalled out recently. But I've absolutely been replaying those games. Linklith. Yeah, I guess it would be Linklith, huh? That would be the name. Blink is a good, like, edgy character name, for sure, for sure. This topology is atrocious. I'll fix it. Elaborate on what? Recalculate outside? Oh, sorry, you're talking to someone in chat. Okay, yeah, let's this is atrocious. Let's fix this. I should probably mirror this too. Oh, an outfit swap. Oh, shit. Okay, sure. Yeah, we could do an outfit swap. Here, check this out. We're only doing this one, okay? I swear to God, if y'all start doing crazy outfit swaps. Oh. Nothing personnel, kid. Snake, how do you like my sunglasses? My 3D avatar software is tanking my performance for some reason, so we're just switching to PNG tubing. PNG tubing. Did you like my sunglasses? I forget what the actual line is. I just replayed MGS1 too. What kind of game am I making? We're making a kart racer. Okay, well that's a bit large. Hungry for words? God. Are you from Snake's Revenge? Oh, Metal Gear Awesome. Something that you should quote and only quote and never watch again. Just stick to quoting it. Just stick to it being a nice memory and nothing else. A little tile broken. We want some. Never watch a Flash animation from Newgrounds. Ever. Wait, we have 4 textures? No, we have brick. Large. There we go. Now we're cooking. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. That doesn't really work. You know what? I'm just adding... I really do like the icicles. I'm just adding detail for no reason, though. Here, okay, this will be brick large. Where's my... There I go. Get that. Okay, inset this. Actually. Like that. Yeah, okay. Then you bridge edge loops. Whoa. You know, we're never going to even see the underside of this. Can we see the underside of this? No, we're never below this. So by PS1 standards, these wouldn't even have polygons. There'd just be an empty gap there. Because we are going to extrude this down some more. There we go. Okay. There. That is. There we go. Bambiwa. Bambiwa. Excuse me. Oh golly, what texture is it? This one. This would be really good. Snow Sea Arch Thin Mid. Okay, specular. Arch, then mid. There we go. No? Yeah, okay. That's arch mid, alright. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, there you go. Okay. That works. That is a boring video game asset that no one will think twice about. You know, this is an action-adventure game and you can run under here. I'd put more detail on this, but you're just going to go zoom over the top and that'll be it. I think... oh, desktop jump scare. Oh, I should reskeet the Kickstarter plug. Do you have a name for the track yet? If I say no, I'm going to be flooded with suggestions and ideas and backseating, so I'm just going to say yes, and it's a secret, and I'm not telling you. :3. There we go. There's one suggestion. Breaking the rules, even as a bit. Stairs bridge. Stairs. Icicle. Oh shit.
Hi Lilith. Congrats on the KS. I'm 4 months on E now and it's been wonderful.
Oh,
3.
Thank you so much for the 1100 bits and congratulations for starting E. I'm really proud of you. Oh my good golly, G-Willikers. Yippee for HRT. Alright, so here's our new asset. Let's just copy pasta the location. And there we go. All the way down. That does mean there is an invisible wall where the archway is. Right? There's an arch. This is the actual collision of the level. So, like, obviously you can't go through that archway, but I mean, you're never going to. So. You know, once again, if we actually drove down here, I'd put a lot more effort on that arch. But, we're not, so what's the point? The most unfinished part of this level is probably the interior of this building. Thinking here, chat. So yeah, y'all can stare at the snow while I think about my next step. Remember when Zelda games had good OSTs? Fucking miss those days. I love that there's snow coming into the building with the textures. Oh, thank you. Headache music? No, it's Armored Core 6. I don't think Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild had any headache music. In general, yes. I think that statement it also applies in general, but specifically Zelda music. Zelda music was known for having such good music. And now it's just sad piano. Which, like, you know, I love good sad piano. But, like, I don't know. I miss the tunes. Yeah, I said Armored Core 6. Armored Core 6 is another game in a long series of really iconic, catchy music that just didn't happen. They just stopped doing for the recent return. I'm thinking here. God, remember when fucking, what was that game called? What was that fucking game called? I Am Setsuna. I Am Setsuna. The entire OST was a piano. Remember when everyone was angry at I Am Setsuna's boring OST that was nothing but piano? God, that takes me back. Remember everyone violently defended Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom's OST for just being a piano? Basically, chat, like, okay, so, like, this is a very standard, like, mansion-y style, right, room. We're gonna do isometric. Right, we're like, here's the bottom floor, and then we have the top floor, and then we have this style of, like, this is very mansion-y, right, where you have, like, the stairs here and like a big window, and then you have like more stairs going off to the left and the right, and then you have and then you have like, you know, you have little balconies like this, right? Right, so like our track is basically going like this, right? Open that door! Don't open that door! Anyways, this is what we have. Now, we have the exact same thing here, except these are curved. And basically, in this room, there's the exact same thing, but instead of doing this like awkward turn here, you just go up the stairs and then just crash through the window, right? That, in my opinion is law because I am designing this, is more fun. That is better. That makes more logical sense. So this, the fact that this other building has the exact same layout and is less intuitively fun is bad. So I'm not gonna say I think that encourages backseating, and that's on me. I am going to change this to a spiral staircase. I think that makes more intuitive sense for a kart racer. Outsider's Mansion, if it was awesome. You can drift a Nightmare Kart? Yes. Yes. So there are spiral staircases in oh my god, Great Clock Tower, the Great Clock Tower level. And that is a lot of people's favorite level. And I want to say it's because of the big curvy spiral staircases that you drift up. So I think, oh my god, Safety Con, thank you so much for such your kind words about the Witch Upstairs pilot. Oh my gosh. You got busted. You got busted. Okay, I'll see ya, but thank you for your kind words. But yeah. So I think spiral staircases are a W. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I feel like that kind of changes the entire vibe of this room. Like, this wouldn't be a... Do I care enough? I don't care enough. I don't care enough. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna export these. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna import stairs temp. Okay, not to be too much of a hater with Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. There are some good tracks in there, but like, you know, when you're listening to the OST, where you're just listening to the greatest hits of that OST, I think the OST is fine. You know, it is average. I still don't think it is as good as the old Zelda games. I feel like when the Breath of the Wild, at least the Breath of the Wild OST is at its best, is when it's just doing old Zelda songs, you know, like Ruto Village and stuff. Yeah, Cass's theme is good. So someone mentioned Cass's theme, and like I agree with all of that. But when you're actually playing the game, like 95% of the OST is just a cat running down a piano. Right? Like, I try to judge OSTs based on how they are presented, not just how you listen, just not just when you listen to them out of context, right? Kibi says in an open world, adding music is a little hard. Zelda has always had massive open worlds that you can spend hours in, and that has never been an issue. I don't know. I feel like that has never been a complaint. The overworld music is too repetitive. How's that curve look? That's pretty good. You disagree? I mean, you're allowed to disagree, right? Like, I'm not, you know, there's no need to, like, oops. Yeah, like, you're allowed to disagree. This is just an opinion, which you're allowed to disagree with. What the fuck? Another game series that should have had more music? Souls? Feels so empty. Yeah, there's a nuanced discussion to be had here. Yeah, okay, I think this is good for this is a little weird. For a spiral staircase. That's the wrong way. How do you rotate these again? Yeah. Can I recalculate these? Oh, absolutely not. Okay, we're doing this by hand. This feature, that was a feature that was there all along. What, splines? Absolutely. Okay, I think for stairs, realistically, they would be perfectly flat. But for a racing game, I think we should kind of bank these into... What the fuck? Where'd they go? Oh. We should bank these a little bit. Where's my wireframe? There we go. Yeah, splines are great. Splines are my best friend. That's gonna be way too harsh. Something like that. We don't want it to be too harsh. Right, it needs to be as smooth as possible. Maybe want a pot of coffee? God, I could fuck up a coffee right now. You are... Yeah, what's going on here? Is it decaf? No, I don't want decaf. I want the full-on caffeine. Chat, I'm gonna be honest, I've never played Hollow Knight or Silksong. Okay, so we're gonna convert this to mesh. I've also had 2 cups of coffee, but I ain't no coward. Just kidding. Just kidding. I absolutely am. Okay, so that's not how stairs work. Ow. Stairs carpet, and then we have stairs carpet middle. Nope. There we go. Yag. Yag. Now that's a frickin' spiral staircase. Well, not spiral. It's a half circle. Now, we need to figure out if we can actually drive up this. So this is obviously not going to be what it looks like. Sorry. I'm going to import this. It's going to look like garbage. That's fine. Because we just need to test how this works. How this feels to play on, right? This isn't just a visual. We need to actually, this is something we have to drive on. So this model has a gameplay function. So before we spend a shitload of time making it look as pretty as possible, we need to make sure it is fun to drive up, or even possible to drive up. This might be too steep. So I'm just throwing a random stone texture on the edge here. Okay. Take it one step at a time. Haha! That is very amusing. Golden ratio staircase. Okay. Where's our materials? Okay, where's our trim material? Trimstone A. And then stairs, carpet, mid, and stairs, carpet, edge. Okay. So this is our... Oh, where'd you go? Nope. Okay. Will we find a witch up these stairs? I don't know, maybe. Play the game to find out. Okay, so first off, these stairs, oh, they actually seem to be the right size. Actually, the width is wrong. How the fuck did that happen? Yeah, that's just wrong. Yeah, these are the actual stairs. I just made them too thin. Sigh. What have I done? It's fine. This is fine. 1.158. Nope. 1.15. 7. Hi. Okay. I made an oopsie. I'm gonna have to scale all these up. Shouldn't have baked this down into the model. I mean, I have to export it. I guess I'd have to. It's 30 seconds of tedious work. It's fine. There we go. Yeah, oh. Ooh. I don't know if we're gonna be able to drive up this. Should have grouped these like a good girl, like a good bunny rabbit. Only one way to find out, absolutely. No, this is fun. This is good. I'm glad I'm figuring this out because this room, this part of the track has always felt wrong to me. It felt a little weird. There's no look at that. Look at how steep this is. There's no way we're fucking driving up this. Where's my start? Here, chat. We'll play as a harpy. Okay. Yep, way too steep. Okay. Oh, right. I still have the invisible walls here. Oh, right. Okay. Let's get rid of these. That'll do it. Okay. Nocturne, hello. Okay, we can drive up that. Steeper? Let's see here. Let's do 0.7. Can we do 0.7? Yeah, that's just steep. Okay. Suppose this point. So we scale you down. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm actually gonna... So this is just for collision. I know this is too smooth for a PS1 model, but this is going to be just for collision. Yeah. Oh, that feels good. Oh, fuck. That feels fucking good. Yeah, the edge is too steep. We can do what we did in Hunter's Dream Course, where you just put a boost pad just to get you up that lift. Okay, this is good. Now all we do is just cut the here. So all we do is, obviously there's like a wall here, so all we do is just cut into the building, right? You just extend the ramp, and this will be like stone, right? Like, so that'll be fine. We'll make that work, no problem. What's the Unreal look? How do you get rid of the Unreal look? It's very easy. You go to project settings. No, it's very easy. Chat, I'm gonna show you a life hack right now. You go to project settings. You go to rendering. And you see all this shit. Hold on, let me see where I can find it. Bloom, ambient occlusion, auto exposure, motion blur, lens flares, temporal anti-aliasing. Turn all of that off. And that'll get you that'll get rid of your Unreal look. It's all built in, which is fine, but it's all on by default. Anyways, yeah, there you go, life hack. Thinking about Unreal Engine Mario again? I asked you for the clip. I watched that again. That filled me with laughter. That filled me with mirth. I had so much mirth in my heart when I watched Mario in real life, in Unreal Engine 5 or whatever. Mirth, yeah, I had mirth. So someone paid for an outfit swap. I'm a PNG tuber, so I drew some sunglasses on her.
Wow, I was wondering what that was. I was like,
What's that?
YouTuber broke, huh? Got a cardboard cutout instead.
Hold on, Kuni, do you have the? Hold on, I have to put. I feel so bad laughing at it, but it's so funny. Wait, where is it? You sent me the video, right? Hold on, it's downloading. Did you? That's the vegan one, right? That's the correct one? Okay.
How are your little duckies today?
My little duckies? They're pretty good. They are quacking along.
Awesome. Keep it up, everyone.
Hold on. Why isn't it downloading? I hate Discord so much. There we go. I said only one outfit swap. Hold on, we gotta have. I'm gonna boost the audio for this. the audio just sells it. It gets better and better. Screaming. The Witcher music. It's awesome. Oh my god, this will be video games in 2023. Oh my god. I fucking love that video so fucking much. I don't know if that's actually Witcher music, but it's got the same like vocalization. It's so funny. Just like the screaming when the fire, like, is that like their hyper realistic blood when he stomps the. Oh god. That's so fucking funny. Oh, turn that down. I fucking love that video so much. Oh god. Okay, hide you. Hmm? Is there a playlist for that music? Oh, for this music? This is Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds. Zelda's Lullaby. Oops. You know what? We've looped through this a few times now. Let's do, I'm in a mood after watching that video. We'll put on the Mario 64 OST. Actually, let's do extended. Bomb on Battlefield. Iconic. How's the volume, by the way? Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, this music is so fucking good. Oh, with that hi-hat. Fuck calling a cup. Why does my Sona have an eye patch? It's sunglasses. What are you talking about? You just can't see the other half through my hair. It's sunglasses. I don't know what you're talking about. These are very clearly sunglasses. Punished Bunleth. What happened to your eye? It was a bit too bright outside. Alright, fine, fine. Here, I'll add some like shines. There. Now there's sunglasses.
She looks like she's on a podcast.
There. Hold on, I gotta update it. Come on. Come on. I'm cool. Yeah, there you go. Now there's sunglasses. Don't cross my arms like a video essayist. Oh yeah, I don't have a rant Sona. This is just my first Sona. That'd be a fun little render project to make a rant Sona. How much longer do you think the stream will go on for? Not too much longer. What I rant about? Oh god, what would I rant about? Oh man, what I rant about?
They don't grow carrots like they used to.
They don't grow carrots like they used to. Yeah, if you do hug the staircase too much, you do get caught. Will you stop it? You foul beasts. I'm gonna actually push this back like a significant amount. What is backseating? Backseating is when you start telling me what to do. When you start telling me what I should be doing. Like, I think that you should put windows there instead of a wall, right? Like that's backseating. And if you do it, I'll be very cross with you. Right, exactly. Like, when I share my creative process, it encourages people to want to participate in that, and I don't want that, right? You're just my little ducky, my little rubber duckies that I talk to. There we go. That feels a lot better. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba. I'm still thinking about that fucking Mario. That Mario video. Ba-da-ba, 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 ba-da-ba. I love that video so much. Chat, I'm obsessed with that video. Excuse me. Ba-da-ba. Mario and Unreal Engine will be video games in 2017. Alright. That's enough bomb on Battlefield. The person who made that video is doing good, right? Like I think so. You know, like that's the thing with those kind of videos where it's like very clearly like a kid who's just having fun, right? You know, like Nintendo Hire This Man kid was just fucking around in Unreal Engine. Like I did that. I made stuff that cringe when I started, like 3D. It's just the so like I held no ill will with that child. I assume it's a child who was just messing around with Unreal Engine. So I do feel bad for laughing at it. Yeah, but I'll never be like, fuck, this is the whole problem with video games. Realistic Mario blood. You lit a Goomba on fire and it screamed for its life. And then it played like epic trailer music when it was cutting between King Koopa and Mario who's gonna blow him up. They're a child, they're a powerful one. A lot of those edgy people just seem to be teenagers, right? I mean, that's kind of the problem with the internet, right? Like, they can't just be cringe in isolation in like a safe environment, a more safe environment, right? Because the whole world is watching. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke too. I'm pretty sure that was made like seriously though. Like this is what cool. Because you've always seen that stuff, right? Like Nintendo Hire This Man stuff. I really hope that video is a bit. I don't think it is though. You think Bloodborne needs a Bayonetta type character? No. What is this coming from?
It already does. Bloodlet?
That's right. She's playable in Bloodborne PS4. I'm so sorry, excuse me. Will this even... I want to do this temporarily. Does this fit? We'll put it there for now. LWMedia, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh my gosh. You know, I think Bayonetta would fit in Bloodborne. Like, even not in a lol random kind of way. Because, you know, Bayonetta's all about, like, acknowledging and playing off of the fact that a lot of old Christianity was, like, really horny, right? Like, I feel like that's something we're all kind of, hopefully, aware of, where it's like, yeah, there's a lot of horny stuff going on with old Christianity, and Bayonetta is very clearly playing on that, and excuse me, and like there are definitely the same vibes in Bloodborne as well, so I do think Bayonetta would actually kind of work. Nightmare Kart dev stream, look inside horny Catholics. Bloodborne is horny to the right people. I mean, yes, but I mean, Bloodborne is also just it is a little more subtextual than Bayonetta, sure, but like I do genuinely think Bloodborne is for freaks. Absolutely. Like, I don't think, how do I say this? Like look at Armored Core 6. Armored Core 6 made a whole new genre of kink, right? And that wasn't on accident. I mean, like, I know they didn't intend to make a whole genre of kink, but like they've always had the sauce, right? That's not coming from nowhere. That wasn't an accident. Like, they made that on purpose. Like, that happened for a reason. Like, they're definitely a lot more subtle than Bayonetta or, you know, all of mexploitation that isn't Armored Core 6, but like, you know, it's there. It is absolutely there. Should make a whole video essay off this. Quick, I need to make a Ransona where she crosses her arms and has angry eyebrows. I want to say Armored Core 6 did more than popularize it. I want to say Armored Core 6, I mean, I'm sure you could find examples. Maybe it did popularize it. I'm sure you can find one example, at least, out there. But the genre is credited to one piece of work, which was directly inspired by the trailer. That one trailer, where everyone was like, "Oh, this game is horny." You know, the one where they plug a body bag into the Armored Core and it turns on. And like, that didn't come from nowhere. Yeah, this kind of works. This archway works here as well. Armored Core featuring the creature. It's a creature feature. Do you think this would be something Beatrix would ramble to about V when she gets comfortable with them? Maybe. That's fucking hilarious. She'll ramble about something. That is so funny. You're so funny. You crack me up. Oh yeah, thank you so much for the raid. No, I do gotta say the creatures and on the topic of creatures, I think the creatures in Armored Core 6 were a bit lacking. I liked the creatures in the old Armored Core games. The old Armored Core games have better creatures, for sure. The worm. Yeah, there's how to make the finger waggy animation. There are like 10 different models that I flip between, almost like stop motion. Last Raven had exploitation if you consider the endings of the Evangel. I mean, yeah, Armored Core's always been like vaguely horny. No, absolutely. It's just, but 6 was the one that really turned it up. But like even Armored Core 1, I would argue, is a bit horny. Where, you know, like the first thing you do is write down your name. Thank you. And then if you get too far into debt, you get sold. Your body is sold. And the first thing they do is take away your name. Like the name you put in, like your custom name, that is gone now. And like, you know, like there is a video when you fail of you being strapped to an operating table and you're staring at the lights.
Whoa.
No, literally. And they take your name. Yeah, and it's like your property now. And you're gonna start the game over with all these crazy experimental like tools that make you better at the game. Really, really interesting type of dynamic difficulty. But 6 definitely turned it the fuck up. Absolutely. And also free money, right? There we go. See, this looks good. I feel comfortable about this. Sorry, let me take a break talking about horny robots and Bayonetta and shit, and like actually talk about the game we're working on. We'll get back to it. Don't worry. This feels good though. This feels really good. Shut up, Harpies. I'm trying to play test the track. This is why I deleted them. They kept getting in the way. I'm like, let me go up these stairs, and then the Harpies come and kill me. Yeah, this feels good. Obviously, we need to move this snow particle. We need more horny art in general. I'm doing my part. Or I'm trying. Yeah, when the Harpies are tracking you, they actually match your speed, so you can't... They're like lined up perfectly for like an air hit with the melee weapon, but since they track your speed, they're always going to be in front of you. So I'll need to, in the future, when you do the melee launch, it'll like slow them down so you can actually hit them. This feels good. Let me just throw some walls up, and I'm probably gonna call the stream here. We're at like 3 hours. Ugh. This won't be a finished building interior, but it will be an interior, which is all that matters. Okay. How do you make brick textures? Draw a square. Sorry, I am. You know, like here. Let's do one real quick. Let's do one real quick. I'll have a little tutorial for you. Here. This is how I make brick textures. Where's the symmetry? Show extras tile. Here we go. Here, let me show you. Alright, got your shading, got your brights and your darks. I mean, that's kind of it right there. Everything else is just flavor, right? Grab some noise. Can you generate noise in a sprite? I don't think so. Here, this is for demonstration purposes, so I'll just grab one. There we go. Alright, here's a noise texture. Set that to like soft light or something. Turn that down. Make it cold. There you go, brick texture. Crank the shading a little bit. Yeah, the shading we'd crank now that we have this noise texture. There you go. Definitely using that sequence as a reference, sure. All yours. Alright, we've done enough cave. Let's do metal cap. Metal cap is like 1 second long. That loop is so small. Oh, this is the same. Oh, okay. Course clear, dire docks. Mamma mia, I hope I don't get dire doxed. How do I make that noise texture? I just grabbed that noise texture from the internet. But you can generate noise textures in like Photoshop or like Blender. Not AI generate. Sorry, I don't want to clarify. Not an AI generated texture, but you know you can generate noise. That's something you've been able to do since like the 90s. That you do not need to destroy a forest to make a noise texture. Paint.net, right? Oh, these bricks don't line up. Someone call the papers. Someone get Croakcat on the phone. Love Paint. I'm assuming you mean Paint.net. Little inconvenient for some things, but I just love how solid and simple it is. Yeah. There's no snow on the inside. Oh, goodness gracious, excuse me. Excuse you. I really need to get Paint.net. I really don't want to use MS Paint. I want to use the least number of MS's as possible, actually. Oh, looks so much better. Just throwing up, who would have known throwing up some walls would make a room look more finished. Oh, fudge. That'd be 0.6. Oops. Aha, still got it. Microsoft, more like cringe fuck. Exactly. See, that program, that Photoshop alternative seems great. I'm pretty sure that it's titled like that's a slur, right? That art program that's open source and starts with a G and ends in a P, like that word's a slur, right? Am I wrong? Like, that's a legitimate question. That's a slur, right? I'm baffled by that decision. Like, I understand that program has been named that way for like a decade, or if not longer. And I guess that was just less of an issue back then. I guess that's kind of how that shit works. But, yeah, that's an ableist slur. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's a slur, yeah. It's an ableist slur. Yeah, confirmed. Yeah, I was pretty sure. It means GNU image manipulation program? Then rename it! I don't know what else to tell you. I'm pretty certain that was a backronym anyways. Just Give it a new name. Obviously, this is looking very Windows 9080. Windows Maze screensaver. Right now, it's just a box. We'll add details as this goes on, but yeah, we're coming up at 3 hours. What are we talking about? That image manipulation program that's named after a ableist slur. That's what we're talking about. My Mega Man ass doorbell. That doorbell, oh my god. It piques my anxiety, something awful. But when I have headphones on, I'm okay. Why did they make an ableist slur a sex word? I don't understand. Ooh. What? Why did Apple name their art program Procreate? I mean, you're making stuff. You know, like sex. You know, you make. I mean, not always. I mean, you know, I'm not. But like, I guess that's the whole. Not the whole point. Sorry, sorry. But like that makes sense, I guess. Drawing is sex, exactly. Will you even be able to see that? Okay, you will. Do I care? I don't think so. What are my ceilings? My ceilings are... I don't have any ceilings. There are no ceilings. I guess it'd be wood. Apple wants me to fuck the iPad, and I think Bill Gates is kind of fucked up for that. It's a bit too thin. Like, there's a hole, but it's kind of thin. Gonna have Diary Doc stuck in your head for a week. Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, perfect. Let's do Snow Mountain. Ba, 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 ba. The original name was supposed to be XIMP for the X11 window manager. Zimp. Yeah, it's called that. Excuse me. Or even imp, right? What do you think they do in this room? Go upstairs. I don't know. This is one of those video game rooms that don't really have a purpose. No, like old classic PS1 style, right? This room has no purpose. It exists for a video game reason. This is a video game room. How is my realtor gonna sell me on the stairs room? Oh, chat, you're so funny. Oh, look at how that just fits right in. Oh shit, never mind. God damn it. I really thought I was cooking there. What is this? What the hell is this? Huh? What are you? Get out of here. The snowman. I do want to add a snowman. An angry one. Where's my ceiling? You gotta roll the snowman down hill so you can reunite the head with the body. I really should replay Mario 64. You know what? I don't even really care that much having a functioning ceiling right now. There. The ceiling, the stairs room. I mean, stairs room exist. They're called stairwells. They don't look like that. Nor do they have elaborate entrances. But you know, stairs room definitely are a thing that exists. I just ran over a fucking harpy in the air. That was awesome. Holy shit. Ah, fuck. I should clip that. Now, you can't see the stairs from the entrance anymore because it's pushed really far back. I don't think I could push the entrance back. Yeah, I could push the entrance back, honestly. Extend the exterior. Yeah, I can do that. Ugh. Stairs are still a bit too steep. Okay. Alright, well, I'm dilly-dallying too much. But... Our neck is so long. But... I guess that'll be a good place to end it. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. That was really fun, and we got a whole lot done, so... Good stream. Thank you. Yeah, I'll see you all next week, hopefully. So I'll see y'all for now. Bye!